Another day, another person that hates Gary. Why do they hate Gary? I don't know. They didn't hate Gary when he had 50,000 subscribers. They didn't hate Gary when he had 75,000. They didn't hate him when he had 100,000. But oh, now that Gary has 1 million subscribers, suddenly Gary has to be hated because it's not about his opinions. That's not the problem. It's about the fact that too many people agree with his opinions, so therefore he's a problem. 90% of hate that goes on social media and YouTube is all due to jealousy. It's all because people are jealous. That's ultimately all it comes down to. And usually it's either people that have a massive ego or people that are mentally ill. Really, that's what it comes down to. Now, there are people that have massive egos that are very jealous of Gary because he gets way more attention than they do. And then you have people with mental illness that are very upset with Gary because that's what they've been programmed to do. This is a case of mental illness because the person that is talking about Gary has pronouns in bio. And as we all know, red flag there, pronouns in bio. Check. Hiding comments. Check. Hates Gary. Check. 100% makes sense. And that's how it goes every single time with this. So this thread right now has 4 million views, right at 4 million views. Nerdrotic is a piece of shit that we've allowed to operate amongst us for far too long. What does that mean? Is that a threat? Interesting. I'm just asking questions. I'm not making any accusations. I'm just asking. When you say he's been allowed to operate amongst us for too long, what does that mean? What is your solution to that problem? Please, I would love some specifics to understand exactly what your solution is, because clearly you're upset because too many people disagree with you because you're hiding comments because you're a weak, pathetic beta male. Now, right here, he posts this picture, this video. Before I focus on my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus our attention on the explanation of what he is and his little grifter friends do, explained by one of them. So this is an argument that we had on Friday Night Tights. I don't even remember the specifics about what the argument was, but every time I say the same thing that I say in this video, these crazy fucks that have pronouns in their bio and they're mentally ill, or just people that are just jealous in general, they go, he finally admitted it, ladies and gentlemen. I've literally admitted it 1,000 times. Whatever it is you think I'm admitting, I've said this 1,000 times. YouTubers do things for views. I know it's a crazy, crazy idea. I've got another big breaking news mindset for you. Businesses actually try to make money. So I worked in retail for a long time. I was in management. Guess what we did when something sold? We ordered more of it. I know it's a crazy idea of actually giving people what they want. It's this weird mindset that Hollywood doesn't understand. Give people what they want. It's wild. Oh, you're selling Kraft macaroni and cheese? Well, you better not order any more Kraft macaroni and cheese, because why would you give the paying customer or the person that is interested more of what they're asking for? Why would you do that? I know it's a crazy, crazy mindset. It really is. But clearly this person doesn't have any real friends. Real friends argue all the time. That's right, folks. They sell you outrage and anger. This is what they do. They make mountains out of molehills to capitalize off the insignificant frustration their target demographic might be feeling and heighten the issue rather than tame it. I've talked about this many times as well. If you go back to The Force Awakens, the lead into The Force Awakens, nothing but positivity surrounding Disney Star Wars. Nothing. Even after The Force Awakens. Nothing but positivity after The Force Awakens. Nothing but positivity leading into The Last Jedi. And then The Last Jedi happened. And that really did wake a lot of people up as to what was going on within Hollywood. And it really opened a lot of eyes. The frustration that's out there is based on the product that Hollywood is producing. And the fan outrage is based on what Hollywood is giving us. Simple as that. Simple as that. When Hollywood tells us how important it is to not be racist, and then someone like Brie Larson is blatantly racist, yes, people should be highlighting her racism. Hollywood told us you're not supposed to be racist. So we absolutely should highlight her racism towards straight white males, because that's exactly what she decided specifically to go after. Or I guess it's just specifically white dudes. I guess she doesn't discriminate on their sexuality. She just hates white dudes in general. So that was highlighted because it should be highlighted. Hollywood projected and said, oh, racism bad. Okay, well, here's one of your top stars being absolutely racist towards white people, yet no one in the mainstream media is talking about it. So here comes YouTubers to cover the very racism that we're supposed to be outraged about. If you have a problem with the fandom, then you need to look back to the people that are creating the movies and that are in control of the IP. Cobra Kai is a classic example. Everybody loves Cobra Kai. Why? Well, because Cobra Kai is good. So there's not any outrage surrounding Cobra Kai. One Piece, another classic example. People loved One Piece. Is there any outrage and negativity surrounding One Piece? No. Is there any outrage and negativity surrounding House of the Dragon? No. Why are these things not surrounded by negativity? Because they are making the audience happy. Why is Deadpool and Wolverine getting rave reviews and making hundreds of millions and will hit over $1 billion at the box office? Where is the negativity surrounding that? There is none, because there's nothing negative to be talked about. It's a good movie, and it's made fans happy, and it's enjoyable. So if you have a problem with all of this stuff right here, maybe you need to look to the source of it. And the source was Brie Larson's racism and sexism. You say you're against these things. Are you really? No, this won't be news to you. I realize that. Nerdrotic is obsessed with the concept that anyone who isn't straight, white, or male might make an appearance or, God forbid, lead a solo project. Well, that is a straight-up lie. 1,000% lie. Gary actually got criticism from a small group by overly praising One Piece. I mean, that's not something that's built off the straight white male. So that's just another lie. But of course, he has his praise for the MCU, but only if it involves movies where the main protagonist is white, male, and straight. Let's see. Marvel has only experienced one failure in its entire history, as lackluster as some of the box office was in Part 4, with 2 movies crossing $1 billion. So you're a Marvel fanboy. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm getting at right here, right? Well, then, you know, I guess you're really upset that White Boy Summer is here because Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds dominating the box office, and then Robert Downey Jr. has to return to save the MCU from the failure, the identity politics failure of Phase 4. So there you go. Good job on that one. He's just generally racist. So much so that at this point, he should honestly just come out and admit that he's a white supremacist. Never mind, he's racially charged comments about Echo. Check this comment out as he jokes. Won't make it in. All right, well, let's listen to it. Let's see what the problem is here.
What there wasn't a lot of was men. Not sure what happened to all the dudes in Wakanda. Maybe they went off to get a pack of Salems and never came back. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll keep that one in.
That's great. Yes. That's a great one. You're just a little boy with a camera and a microphone. Take that away, and what are you? A racist, homo, transphobic, misogynist. Get him, pronouns in bio. Get him. He's such a problematic person that his whereabouts on January 6th could be brought into question. And I bet you wouldn't blink a fucking eye. This Elon Musk nutsack licker interacts with people currently advocating for a civil war if the election is once again stolen. This guy is exactly what you would expect. Holy shit. He's got all of the NPC downloads. All of them. This guy is stuck in a never-ending circle jerk, literally built on the back of shitting on suppressed voices and oppressed minorities. If it's not a straight white male, he don't want it. In fact, he'll dedicate his time to shitting on it for 2 weeks. I'll leave this thread off, and this with this, and it's directly at you, Nerdrotics. Joking about or attempting to further suppress an already suppressed voice is a fucking disgusting way to spend your free time. You are a grifter, and it's all you'll ever be. You may be sobered up, and I've seen firsthand how difficult that is and must have been for you, but you've relapsed an addiction. You're addicted to hatred and negativity. You're addicted to engagement it brings. That furthers your hatred and negativity. And what's worse, you know what you're doing, which means you know the harm it causes, not just on the people you're shitting on, but the fandom as a whole. We're the ones that have to deal with your dumbass fans fucking up our vibe. You are filth. If I saw you in real life, I spit at your feet. I genuinely hope you educate yourself, because the way I see it currently, you aren't worth the cloud space they use to keep your videos up. This comment alone encapsulates how garbage you are. Fuck you. After having reservations about Echo, Disney Marvel is moving forward with their big gamble. Okay. What's a good Lord? Mentally ill. P.S. This isn't even the worst of it. I just shared what's actually fucking digestible. I had to hide much of Checkmark's replies because they were stacking on top of the thread itself. So no, they haven't been hidden to not be seen. They've been hidden so that the thread can be seen. Oh my goodness. This dude... This is amazing. This is an absolutely phenomenal thread that puts everything into perspective. All right? Mentally ill people are very triggered by Gary. You're either very jealous that Gary is getting more attention than you, or you're just mentally ill. And that's really what it comes down to. Pronouns in bio, hiding comments, hates Gary. Even Drama Alert picked this up. People are trying to cancel YouTuber Nerdrotic after a random user dropped a mega thread accusing him of everything under the sun. He responded to it this morning, and that is Gary's response. Good morning. My channel is under attack, with the picture of Jeremy from The Quartering. Who famously did invent Friday Night Tights. So thank you, Jeremy from The Quartering, for allowing us all the opportunity to be on Friday Night Tights. We greatly do appreciate that. Ultimately, you know, look, I would never encourage anyone to actually go after this weirdo. I would simply just say respond with facts about Gary. There's no need to go and, directly go after this weirdo, because this person will claim victimhood, because that's how this goes. So if you're going to respond, I would just say respond with facts about Gary, which can be everything in this thread can be easily disproven with facts. And that's the whole issue with this, is that you are someone that has gotten all of your NPC downloads from other people, and you just ran with that narrative. You're clearly a Trump hater. You're clearly a person that is upset that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been overrun with identity politics, and it can't be sustainable with that. So you're trying to lash out at other people that have nothing to do with it. Gary has no power over the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know who does have power over it? Kevin Feige, Bob Iger, Walt Disney, the company, Marvel Studios. They have the power, and they have decided to go down the wrong direction, and fans have universally rejected their garbage. Now it's back on track with things like something like Deadpool and Wolverine for a short period of time, because that movie actually does give fans what they want. And suddenly there's no negativity. That's amazing. How is it that Gary, the all-powerful, can make all this negativity up, yet now that Deadpool and Wolverine is here, Gary has no power to make negativity? It's almost like Gary doesn't have the power that you claim he does. It's almost like people just appreciate Gary's honesty and his takes on things. And generally speaking, people do agree with Gary when he has takes on pop culture. I know it's a wild world. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.